We now move on to the next section, which is entitled You and God. There are 6 requirements under this section. I'll be taking you through each requirement and briefly highlighting what is covered under each requirement and how you may be able to complete that requirement. The first requirement, 1A, is on spiritual gifts. You are required to follow this link, which takes you to the Adventist Youth Ministries website, where you do a personal evaluation or assessment on your spiritual gifts. That may affirm the gifts that you may know or that you may think you have, or you may be surprised to discover that you have other spiritual gifts that you may not have thought about. After that, section B, you are required to study the Bible and the writings of Ellen White on spiritual gifts. All right, you can go anywhere in the Bible. You can go to the E.G. White Index on spiritual gifts and find out what she says about spiritual gifts. A good place to, some of the good places that I've discovered is in the Bible, in the book of Romans chapter 12, the book of Corinthians. There's a whole section also on spiritual gifts that you may look at and read. In the Spirit of Prophecy, in Christ's Object Lessons, she's got a big chapter, a whole chapter on the parable of talents, where she also speaks a bit on spiritual gifts. There could be other areas as well where you can find good information on spiritual gifts. So after studying and reading the Spirit of Prophecy, you can write 250 words or a 5-minute recording on how you can use your spiritual gifts more effectively in youth ministry. All right, these are the same gifts that you found by assessment on section 1A. Next requirement, number 2, read or listen to the book Steps to Christ. You can listen to the book when you follow the Ellen White audio website. You can download MP3 files and then you can listen in your own free time, or when you're in traffic or you're waiting for an appointment, or any other convenient time. Or if you prefer to read, that's fine as well. And then after that, you submit a response of 250 words or a recording of 5 minutes that focuses on the benefits of reading. So this is not a summary of the book, but this is what you learned, what did you get out of the book when you listen to it or when you read. Requirement number 3, it's a devotional guide on the Encounter series, which is called Christ the Way. This Encounter series stretches from January to December. You can listen to it as well if you prefer, or you can read the book Desire of Ages and the 4 Gospels. In fact, the requirement under Desire of Ages is also requirement 4. So I would think that it's okay to combine 3 and 4, all right, as one requirement. Okay, so when you go through the book Desire of Ages, you'll find that the Encounter series covers as well the entire book. So you can tick under Encounter series Desire of Ages as you read through the book. And then as you go through the Bible, you can also tick under the Encounter series from Matthew through to the book of John. Those are the 4 Gospels. All right, under the Encounter series, it covers from Matthew to John, as well as the book Desire of Ages. Okay, so you can listen to the book Desire of Ages, or you can prefer, if you prefer, you can read the book. And then section 5, you can do one of the following: either run a devotional journal for 6 months, and then you summarize what you learned during that time, indicating how you are growing in faith during that period. Or you can choose to complete the Steps to Christ discipleship curriculum, which you find on the General Conference Youth Ministries website. You can also choose to do an evaluation of the Week of Prayer, which is published on the General Conference Youth Ministries website for the year 2019. It's not yet out, but you can find recordings of the year 2018 and 2017. So after listening to the Week of Prayer, you can summarize, critique, and then evaluate what you learned from the recordings. The last requirement is on the 28 fundamental beliefs. So you can write a summary, or you can do a recording for 5 minutes on each of the 28 fundamental beliefs in bullet form. If you're writing, then it's about 250 words are expected. If it's a recording, it's only 5 minutes. Okay. Now, if you did master guide, you can see that, especially under the new curriculum, you see that some of these requirements, you've already done them, right? For example, the spiritual gifts assessment, it's in the new master guide curriculum, as well as Steps to Christ, it's in the master guide curriculum. The Encounter series is in the master guide curriculum. Even the Steps to Discipleship program is also there. The book Desire of Ages is also there. The 28 fundamental beliefs are also there. So you can submit the work that you've done under the master guide curriculum as a fulfillment of these requirements, or you can write motivation to your leader on exemption on these particular requirements if you have already covered them under master guide. Thank you very much.